If you work with other people, you know that transparency and collaboration is essential. Adding all of your users to the CRM means that everyone gets their own login, everyone can access the CRM at the same time, and as an admin, you could oversee and manage your team's communications. Each user costs just $15 a month, there's no upfront payments or contracts, and everyone gets access to our award-winning customer service for free. Each month, you'll be billed for the total number of users that month, and you can cancel at any time. There's lots more information on pricing, on your billing settings, or in our help center. We're going to focus on our users page here, and we're going to cover how to add and remove users, how our permissions work, and how to use and set up our Teams feature. If you are the only user on an account, then feel free to skip this video. To add a user, head to your user's settings page and click the button to add someone to your account. You'll enter each user this way, and you'll have complete control over that person's permissions in this form. Once you've filled out their basic information, you'll select whether a user should be an admin or not. The main difference between an admin and a non-admin is that admins have the ability to tweak account-wide settings. So this includes adding and managing users like we're doing here. It includes customizing pipelines, making groups public, even paying for the account. So most of the time, you'll only want to have a few admins on the account, if not just one. Then you'll decide if they have other permissions like syncing, exporting, and deleting out of the CRM. Next up, you'll set up this user's contact and calendar sharing permissions. We will go through how our permissions work later in the video, but basically you're going to answer each question about how this user should be able to share contacts with other users, and you'll answer similar questions about sharing calendar activity. So just go through and answer each question and then click the button at the bottom of the form to create your user. We will send them an email, which invites them to set up their password and log in. And that's it. Your next monthly invoice will include this person, and they can start using the CRM right away. Once they're added, you can always manage their permissions again right from this form. So let's do that now. Let's say my teammate doesn't have full access to my calendar. I would like them to be able to assign me tasks and add me to events, so I just need to adjust their settings. And I'll make those changes to give them full access to my calendar and then save. Sometimes you need to delete a user from the CRM. Select the delete button to start that process. This will not delete them automatically, as you will need to confirm some things first. So if they have contacts assigned to them, you'll be prompted to reassign their contacts, their upcoming events, and tasks to another user. And we always recommend doing this so you don't miss out on any important information when you delete someone. This lockout button allows you to suspend a user's access to the CRM without removing them completely. You are still charged for locked out users, but the user won't be able to log in. So to make it permanent, you will need to remove them. One last thing, you can restore a previously deleted user from this page too. So if you deleted somebody but you want to add them back, just click here to start adding a brand new user, but enter in their name and email address like they had when they were a user. We will recognize their email as a previous user and will prompt you to restore them if you'd like. Let's talk about how permissions work. Every record in the CRM is assigned to one user and one user only. Records by default are assigned to the person who created the record. However, you can always reassign a record to somebody else. Even if you are not the assignee on a record, you can still view and access that record. You just need to have certain permissions in place. Okay, so this record is assigned to me, but my coworker Andre needs to be able to see and work on this record too. So in order to do that, Andre needs to have edit access to all of my assigned contacts. Having edit access to me means that Andre can see and edit my assigned records. They can take notes on them, log emails to them, make any edits or changes. There is one level down from full edit access, and that is called view access. So if I only wanted Andre to be able to see and search for my records, but not have the ability to make changes to them, I'd give them read-only or view access to my assigned records. If I didn't want Andre to see any of my assigned records, I'd give them no access. So they'd log in and they wouldn't be able to see my records. These permissions go in the opposite direction too. So if I need to see and edit Andre's assigned records, I need to have edit access to them. Since the CRM also has a fully robust calendar, you'll also set up similar permissions to share events and tasks with other users. So just like contact sharing, each user has the ability to see and edit each other users' calendars, or not. If you have a lot of users, you can make this whole initial setup a lot easier by using Teams. Stick with me for more information on using Teams for your permissions. A team is just a set of users that works together, like a marketing team or a customer service team. You can use Teams to share specific pipelines or groups with only specific sets of users. And you can use Teams to make setting up permissions for a bunch of users a bit quicker. First, create a team from your Teams settings. Now, you can set a group name to be visible to just that team, allowing just those users to see that group. If you have a pipeline that is only specifically for your internal operations staff, you could set that pipeline's permissions for the internal ops team, and they'll be the only ones who can use it. Keep in mind your contact permissions still apply within a pipeline or a group, so even if a pipeline or group is just shared with a team, the team's users will only see the records in that pipeline or group that their individual permissions allow them to see. If you have a lot of users, it can also be helpful to create teams to make your user permissions easier too. When selecting a user's contact or calendar sharing permissions, you can choose to select users individually from this list, or you can just select users by team. So you create your team once and then give a new user access to a bunch of people's records in one click. That is it for users. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions about this. Getting your account's permission set up correctly is really important, and we are happy to help make sure you get it right.